Kindly subscribe to Focus Academic Solution YouTube channel.
Okay, we have the force to be 40 Newton and the acceleration we have 0.1 meter per second square, and we have the time in 4 seconds. So we are asked to calculate the work done by the force. So the formula we are going to use here to get a value, that's the third equation of motion, which says that S equal to ut plus half at squared, and when the u, which is the initial velocity, is 0 meter per second, so we consider our u to be 0. So we consider u to be 0 meter per second. So from there we have x to give us half at squared. That is, if u is 0 meter per second, that is x will be half at squared, and we have our acceleration to be 0.1 and the time is 4 seconds. So we are going to input all these values in this formula and the third equation. Okay, so we have x equal to 1 over 2 times 0.1 times 4 square. So all this value will give us 0.8 meter. Is 0.8 meters. So the value for the distance covered by the force is 0.8 meters. So the next thing to do is to get the work done by the force. So to get the work done by the force, we make use of the formula which says work done is equal to force times distance. So we've already know the value of our force there, which is 40 Newton, and our distance is 0.8 meters. So we multiply the two together to get the value of the work done. Okay, having 40 times 0.8, so the two will give us 32 joules. So the value of work done by the force is 32 joules. Okay, as stated in the question above, so we have acceleration of 6 meters per second square. So we have two different times. So we have the first time to be 3 seconds and the second time to be 2 seconds. So we are going to make use of the equation of motion and get to solve this equation. Kindly follow. Okay, where our initial velocity is 0 meter per second, that is from our formula, so our u will be 0. That is, we'll be left with a formula which says that x is equal to 1 all over 2 at squared. 1 all over 2 at squared. That is, we'll be having 1 all over 2 times 6 times 3 squared. 1 over 2 times 6 times 3 squared. So we'll be having 1 over 2 times 6 times 3 squared, and this will give us 27 meters. So this will give us the value 27 meters. For the second time, we'll be having 1 over 2 times 6 times 2 square again. So we make use of the first time we add, that was 3 square. So that one gave us our 27 meters for our distance. So for the second time as well, we make use of the second time value, that was 2 seconds. And this will give us 12 meters. So we add two value of distance, 27 and 23. So to get the total value of our distance, the distance covered will be x equal to 27 minus 12 in meters, and this will give us 15 meters. These are the likely question Jamb will set on motion. So you can go through it as well. If you have any question, you can drop in the description in the comment box, so you can attend to your questions if you have any. Thanks for following. Okay, from the question given above, we are to find the distance covered by the particle in 10 meters. So from this question, we are with time of 10 seconds, and we have acceleration of 0.5 meter per second square. So the distance value is not given. So these are our distance. So initial velocity is 0 meter per second. So from our formula again, s equal to ut plus half at squared. So if u is 0, so 0 times t will give us 0. So the distance formula that will be remaining will be x equal to half at squared. So this one will be having x to be equal to 1 over 2 times 0.5 times 10 squared. 10 squared will give us 100, and 0.5 times 100 is 50. That 50 over 2 will give us 25. So the answer to this question is 25 meters. So the answer is 25 meters. Alright, thanks for following.